Hello my friends, I'm going to show you how to scramble an egg, and I use free-range eggs. They're real high in omega-3 fatty acids and they taste much better. What I'm going to use to fry the eggs in is grease from bacon, and I buy either pre-cooked bacon, or when I buy bacon I cook all the bacon, then store the bacon in the refrigerator so it's pre-cooked. And if you cook all the bacon, then you have to clean your skillet out. So when I take the bacon grease out, I run it through a coffee filter and I save the grease, the bacon grease, for other cooking. If you don't clean your skillet out after cooking a pound of bacon, then your eggs are going to pick up the residue from all the bacon that was cooked. The eggs are going to look dirty and unappealing. So clean the skillet and start fresh. Start with your bacon in a hot skillet, and let's get started. Turn your oven on to a medium heat and throw your bacon in, and I usually, for my breakfast, it's 2 strips of bacon, and let that get sizzling. In the meantime, take your eggs or egg, crack your egg into a bowl. And then, I'm kicking mine up. You don't have to do this, but this is some sriracha sauce. And I don't really care for the heat, but after you cook this, the heat is gone. It just leaves flavor. Okay, now I add just a little shot of water. That's probably maybe a teaspoon. I do this to increase how fluffy the eggs get. Now you want to whip these eggs up in the bowl. And I like to get these whipped and try to incorporate a little bit of air into the eggs. Now this is ready for the skillet. In the meantime, the bacon is starting to heat up. Okay, this goes pretty quick. And I use cast iron skillet. Cast iron skillet holds heat. It's also the first non-stick frying utensil. Okay, once this is heated up, it'll be real crisp after you take it off. Okay, this is ready. Okay, even though this is pre-cooked, it still had plenty of fat left in it. Now that skillet is already coated, and now we turn the heat off. Eggs need to cook over a low heat. Now the skillet is hot, so as soon as the eggs are added, it'll start to cool it down, and it'll be cooking. Now if you don't want to use bacon to grease it, use some butter. Butter will add a lot of flavor. Now, a lot of people stir their eggs when they're scrambling it in the skillet. I don't do that. A lot of times that can cause the liquid to separate. I leave this set in here until I see that shine start to disappear a little bit and it sets up. And at this point you could add cheese, or to make a omelet, you could have your ingredients pre-cooked and throw in there. Okay, once you see this surface set up, now we flip it into the middle, flip it upon itself. Okay, now this is basically done. So to serve it, what I do is chop it up so it's into smaller bite-sized pieces. This is done. Now if you were cooking a dozen eggs, you would have to make sure that you have your skillet on a low heat to do this. Okay, that's plated. Well, that's my method for scrambling eggs, and it is a really good, light, fluffy egg. And that sriracha sauce, that just kicks it up another notch. This is a very quick way to cook a breakfast. And if you look at the volume of the egg, adding that water, and when you put the egg in the skillet, that water is steaming. That steaming is expanding the egg, and it makes it very light and fluffy. If you don't want any of that brown surface on the egg when you're cooking, that's coming from the bacon. Cook it with butter instead of the bacon, and it won't have any of the markings. I like cooking. I like making complicated meals, but not for breakfast. Breakfast I want quick so that I can get about my daily chores. And this is by far one of the quickest breakfasts you can cook. High protein, stick with you all day long. Thanks for watching, my friends. Bye-bye.